This lesson is on estimation. Estimation is basically rounding in word problems. Only problem is that the word problems will not tell us which place to round to. So we have to know how to do the steps without a designated place to round to. 3 key words that you need to look for when estimating are about, approximately, and estimate. When you see these 3 words in a word problem, you know that you have to round the information. Let's look at this word problem together. Kim raised $129.62, Brad raised $56.72, and Jan raised 63 cents. About how much money did they raise all together? Well, this word about lets us know that we need to round this information to get a general answer instead of a specific answer. So let's look at the information now. If Kim raised $129.62, Brad raised $56.72, and Jan raised 63 cents, we need to round this information, and here's how we do that. In 4th grade, they won't be given a specific place to round to, so the students need to know that they always round to the number that's the farthest to the left. For $129.62, they will round to the number that's the farthest to the left. That's the 1. We put an arrow above that 1 to let them know that that's the number that we're rounding to. That's the place we're going to. Then we underline its neighbor, which is 2. Now when we round, anytime that we round, if the neighbor is 5 or higher, the other number is going to go up. If the number is not 5 or higher, such as 2, the number will stay the same and all the other numbers after it will become zeros. So for this number, $129.62, we look at the 1, then look at its neighbor. 2 is less than 5, so 1 will stay the same, and all the other numbers will become zeros. Let's look at $56.72. My number that's the farthest to the left is the 5, so I need to draw an arrow above the 5, because that's the place that I'm going to round to. Then I underline its neighbor. Now I look at the neighbor and I ask, is this number 5 or higher? Yes, this number is 5 or higher because it's 6. Because this number is 5 or higher, this number will go up. So instead of a 5, this will now become a 6. And all the numbers after it will become zeros. So now $56.72 will round to $60. Now the cents is where it gets a little trickier. Adults are used to rounding cents to the nearest dollar. But in 4th grade math, what they need to be able to do is take these cents and round to the farthest number to the left, which this will turn into the 6. Then we underline its neighbor. 3 is less than 5, so the 6 will stay the same, and instead of rounding to $1, it will round to 60 cents. That's a major thing for the students to know because most will want to round to the nearest dollar, but they must round only to the number that's the farthest to the left. Now because the phrase said, about how much money did they have all together, we know because of all together that we need to add the information. So now I would just add up my numbers. 100 plus 60 plus 60 cents is $160.60. Now, one problem that I've been having is that most of the students want to add up the information and then round their answer. Let me show you why that won't work. 2 plus 2 is 4 plus 3 is 7. 6 plus 7 is 13 plus 6 more is 19. 9 plus 1 is 10 plus 6 is 16. 5 plus 3 is 8, and bring down the 1. $186.97. If we use the same process to round this answer, we go the farthest to the left and put a 0. Put an arrow, and then underline its neighbor. 8 is higher than 5, so 1 will go up to a 2, and all the other numbers will become zeros. On a standardized test, they are very likely to give you these 3 answer choices and maybe another one, $100. And the students will have to choose between these 4 answers. This answer is wrong because it's not been rounded at all. This answer is wrong because it was rounded too much. This answer was rounded too small. And then this answer is the actual answer. So on a standardized test, if the students just go through and do the answer, that's wrong. If they round their answer, that's wrong. They have to round the numbers first, then solve, then get their answer. Otherwise, they will get the problem wrong.